sidelines, we say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Lacey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the run, it's Lacey. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket, run a bootleg to the left, where he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make an even bigger play.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, it comes up with a huge first down.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Lacey. Looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Run inside. It's Jackson. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Play fake, say it. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Say it. Oh, they're after him. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets it. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Might be changing the route. They'll run the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. QB draw. Finding some room. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off-play action on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
To the air on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He wants to change this route. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Sayin. Got a man. It's Johnson. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Just goes up and takes it away.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Again, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half, and it's a first down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
This time it's complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Throw it. Say it. Rushes on him. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. Touchdown! Buckeyes! That one will give them the lead.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to him again. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, better look out. Can't get him to the ground. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop it right in the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Could be an alley. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go, watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Rebels offense defense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback making checks. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting to the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. He's still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Haas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Rebels surge back on top.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Makes the grab.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. There's some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on 1st down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play trailing.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sayin to throw. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. It's caught. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Say it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really...
Maybe a crease. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The lone back's got it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Frazier. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking to throw at Stockton. Pressure coming. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And the Dogs will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to...
He's got it down the field. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quick completion on the out route. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You wanted to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Lacey. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The give to the back. Crosses the 30. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It's complete on the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Rebels are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll run it. It's Lacey. Fighting off the defender. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab in the end zone.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
and he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. It's complete to the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coach.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Scanning the field is Stockton. He's going to run it. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
It's complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So After watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Running inside, it's Lacey. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
They'll send the back in motion. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Upstairs to make the catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On first down, Nate Frazier across the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. To give, running right, it's Frazier. Still running at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll try the right side. There he goes. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something. He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the into the house. Touchdown, Dogs. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Run inside. It's Lacey. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle.
Oh,
to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the point after is good. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him.
There's a little room there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Second and inch is a really good time to take a shot.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second.
A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own. Extra point here will tie the game. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Wants to fire on second down. He wants to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Keeps it on the draw.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked, but if it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
Hey, kill it, kill it. Bang, bang, bang.
Looking for space. It's Lacey. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They'll try to run for it. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Big celebration, and understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Frazier again. He stepped out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Handoff, Frazier running left. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here's a give to Frazier. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
Ready, go.
Making side adjustments here.
Mustang.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and you get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a preseason. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, the strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Crosses the 45. Oh, look out on the right. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Running inside, it's Jackson. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
But it does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Say it. Got it. Brings him to the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Window for the score.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down for this offense. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Lacey. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back, and
might have a chance. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here's the handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. This should be the last play of the quarter. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabs it in the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Punts it out of the air. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Lacey. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not...
There's a crease. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The give, it's Lacy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways. But the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what. Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game.
Rebels and the Clemson Tigers. We stay the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. He'll start this drive firing. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Brown. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Got a little grass. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The run inside. It's Lacey. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the 1st. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Rides to the back. Finding some room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Might be changing the route. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Release to the back. And they're not on the same page there.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Rebels! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to Johnson. Across the 25, he's got room. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sends it back in motion. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
And I like the aggressive.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They feed him again. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Myers on the move. With the catch, it's Alexander. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Inside the 35. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Rebels. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Caught by Williams on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And now, if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
4th down, Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. How about knocking him down to stop him short? Up that 1st down. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running inside, it's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Williams. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Throwing, Carr. Right on the money. Makes the grab and room to run. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
By the receiver. The tackle is made at the 50. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
On the move, it's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target to the left. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. Anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Throwing more. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we... It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And the pressure gets home, and it could not have come at a better time.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Running inside, it's Lacey. Picks up the first down. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Baller, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He lost one down the sideline. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore. Here's a heat. And they got it.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
On the run, still looking. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. Lots of room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! Great job by the back on the option. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive.
To the end zone and is picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They'll go play action with Moore. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. It's now a 15-7 game.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll run play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. In the red area, it's Davison. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Here's more to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Now here's more. Looking for space to the left. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Ducks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Lacy. Makes it past the marker. At the 45, on his way. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Reynolds. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dante Moore. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws back to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Right on target this time. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On the option. Got enough for the first. Turns it on down the left side. At the 30. The 20. Touchdown Ducks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's got it down the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense...
There he goes!
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now and getting him stopped.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and the first down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been...
He's loose down the middle. He's at the 40. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw it. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Davison. Hard running there. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lofts one high and deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
139 Albatross.
On the ground, it's Lacey. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Here comes the heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
214 close. 214 close. Shift.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Has it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Moore. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
Quarterback never saw his guy was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But they have...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here's more to throw. Scrambling away. Working on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Nice move to keep running. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dante Moore rushes on him. Breaks loose. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Moore from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Moore. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that
one. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Spits it out to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position.
Could be an alley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Right back to the well. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Lacey. They stop him after a pickup of 9, but he moves the chains, and it'll be first down on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Off play action. dances away from the pressure going to his left. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Coming out with it, it's Hill. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Big collisions on kickoff team. You don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.